Mastering the 7-string guitar is incredibly difficult and it almost made me quit altogether. But there was one riff that changed everything for me. It made it super easy to switch from a 6-string to a 7-string guitar. So here's 10 riffs that taught me the 7-string, and one of them nearly broke me. So where's the best place to start with a 7-string guitar? My name is Jamie Slays and I have a history of using and abusing my 6-string guitars. Back in the day, I was constantly changing tunings, string gauges, messing up all my 6-string guitars just because I followed the mantra of Mick Thompson from Slipknot, don't get a 7-string, why not just get a 6-string and tune it lower? I was young, I didn't know any better, but then this riff came along and made me realise that that was a huge mistake. The riff that changed everything for me was Unanswered by Suicide Silence. This song changed my whole outlook on playing the guitar because nailing these riffs made me have the confidence to go back and learn the songs I'd previously avoided due to not owning a 7-string guitar. Now this second riff you'll only recognise if you had cable TV in the noughties. Do you remember Battle for Ozfest? Well, this riff is from the band Unearth, which I first heard about from watching that TV show. If you've never seen it, it was basically like Fear Factor meets American Idol. 8 bands battle it out to get a shot at playing Ozfest, and in one of the challenges they had to play on stage with a real band, and this guy got to play on stage with Unearth. It was brilliant. I love that riff because it features so many metal techniques. It will teach you down picking, palm muting, power chords, and even some cool little trills like these. And because all 7 strings pretty much come set up in B standard, it's a great one for you to start with from going from a 6-string to a 7-string. And then you can't talk about 7-string guitars without talking about this band. Amure, like Suicide Silence, made me want to own a 7-string, or own more 7 strings. It's a great one for beginners because it's groovy, it's bouncy, it's simple, and it's mostly played on the 2 lowest strings. It will help you sync up with the drummer and the bassist and properly lock into those grooves. So with minimal effort, you will sound super heavy with these epic metal crushing riffs on the 7-string. These riffs really solidified my love for lower tunings and will help you gain confidence on the 7-string and elevate your overall guitar ability. I could never be without a 7-string in my collection. But is playing a 7-string just about tuning low to be heavy? This next riff proves otherwise. The Day of Justice by All Shall Perish. I always thought this song was just a 6-string and drop B. It is drop B, but it's on a 7-string, so they've actually tuned it up and they've got an extra high string. That's weird because most people use the 7-string to have an extra low string, and they've done the complete opposite. I love this riff because it encompasses so many different things. When you learn it, you'll learn how to do little solos, lead harmonies, cool down pick chugs, pinch harmonics. It's got everything you could love about a modern metal song. This song also has so many great lead parts, so when you learn this song, you're basically going to help yourself memorise all the notes on the 7-string, exploring all the way from the bottom down to the very top. My love affair with the 7-string was unstoppable. Nothing could tear us apart. We had an unbreakable bond. It was meant to be. But all of a sudden, it was all over. I had to get rid of it. Nothing could change my mind. What had changed to make me part from my beloved 7-string? Well, I hated the pickups. So I kicked it to the curb, and my love affair with the 6-string guitar was back on. Maybe my love for the 7-string was a brief fling after all. I mean, it's just as good. You know, I'm fine with a 6-string. But then I heard this riff. Sonnet of the Wretched by Chelsea Grin. Once I heard that riff, I literally couldn't get it out of my head. I had to learn that song. But guess what? They play 7 strings and I didn't own a 7-string anymore. so I had to get one. So my secret, not so secret love affair with the 7-string guitar was back on. But this time it was different. I couldn't keep kidding myself. Yeah, you can just down tune a 6-string, but I feel like it's not the same. It says it all really. This riff was so strong that it made me buy another 7-string. It was kind of like when I listened to Suicide Silence for the first time. It rekindled that feeling, and that's basically how I fell in love with a 7-string all over again. If you're in the market for a great 7-string, in this video I've been using the Cort Evertune 7-string guitar. So many great features, including my favourite feature, the Evertune, which pretty much makes you stay impeccably in tune, which has helped me a lot in this video to stay in tune throughout the whole thing. Click the link in the description below to find out more about this epic Cort 7-string guitar. So it was now my mission to master the 7-string guitar, and is it possible for me to easily transition from a 6-string to a 7-string? And boy, did I give myself a challenge with this next one. It's a fast one. There's loads of down picking, loads of palm muting, loads of chugs, loads of tremolos. But it brought back my love for playing the 7-string because it was so much fun to jam out to. This song has so many different riffs, so I actually really enjoy the sporadic nature of just playing riff, then next riff, then next riff. And if you like a challenge like me, you'll enjoy it too. So after that one, I was feeling pumped up. I was feeling ready for a challenge. I was feeling like I could conquer any riff. So I went back and I wanted to learn another Suicide Silence riff. And this riff almost broke me. I struggled super hard with this one. There's just so much going on with multiple fingers and finger positions and fretting and all that kind of stuff. Oh my god, it literally almost made me quit the 7-string altogether. But I didn't. I overcame that riff and I conquered it. If you like an uphill battle and you want some more finger dexterity in that pinky and that ring finger, you'll love learning this riff. There's a lot of big stretches and there's a lot of rolling back and forth from the low 2 strings. So that will help you build up the strength in that pinky and that ring finger. And after that riff, you'll be an absolute machine. Now this next one is a throwback for all you MySpace kids. This one came out in 2007 and the band were one of the big names in the metal scene. Features more strings than just the low 2 strings. It's in B standard, it's super fast but also really groovy. So like me, you will learn more of the fretboard from learning this song. I benefited from it because I was getting used to just playing low chuggy power chords, and then learning this made me spread out across the neck all the way down to the higher notes as well, and really made a benefit of having a 7-string. So when you learn this song, you'll start to master the whole fretboard and not just the low 4 frets. So we've got to number 8, and by now we should be fairly competent at playing the 7-string. Learning all of those songs will give you the tools to take on the final 2 and ascend to the next level of 7-string mastery. Number 9 on the list is for you speed freaks out there. If James Hetfield is the go-to riff master for 6-string downpicking, then Dino Cazares is the man for the 7-string. Failed Creation by Divine Heresy is an absolute arm burner. It's like 236 beats per minute and the fastest song on this list. If you're like me and you like to learn songs that are fast and riff based, then this song is right up your street. This song pushed my ability to play at a fast pace while staying in time with the drummer. So learning this song will help you build your stamina and endurance, and at the same time increasing your right hand speed. I use my Jamie Stays custom riff bands to help with the endurance, stamina, compression and sweat. Get yours now. Number 10, the final riff. This riff was my white whale. I had to conquer this one. Letter Experiment by Periphery was the song that taught me that 7-strings weren't just about playing super low and sludgy power chord chug riffs. It's also technically the lowest tuned riff on this entire list, but you wouldn't know because there's so much melody going on, it sounds like it's basically played on a 6-string. All that melody is also a lot to get your hands and your brain around, and there's a lot of fumbling and open things that you need to make sure your fingers don't touch, so I definitely think this is one to help you master the 7-string. By learning this song, you will perfect your dexterity and pinpoint accuracy. This riff challenges the coordination of your fretting and your picking hands, pushing past the boundaries of your playing. Now I highly recommend you learn the previous songs before tackling this riff. Even if you've played 7 strings before, challenging yourself to learn these riffs will help you become a better player. So if you're up for the challenge, let's play these riffs together.